Yo, yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Merry Christmas, everybody. Snow has finally hit Grand Theft Auto Online. The festive surprise was released a few days ago with no snow, and it turns out Rockstar was just waiting for Christmas to give us the blizzard here in Grand Theft Auto Online. So for the first time, I'm going to walk out into Los Santos. Let's check out the white San Andreas and maybe do a little bit of exploring as we prepare for our online takeover of Fort Zancudo. Now, it did take me a little bit to join up with this online session, as it sometimes does here in Grand Theft Auto Online, and it doesn't look like any other players are here with us. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to explore and mess with the normal citizens of San Andreas. That's always fun. I mean, we do it in single player anyways, and we will get into some mayhem with other people, not only in the Trippy Comms Mafia, but also just randos all around San Andreas. We'll be fucking with them for sure. In the snow, coming up very soon with some more episodes. Uh-oh, cops already on us. I wanted to give you guys a Christmas special, so to speak, where we check out some of the more memorable locations here in GTA 5, now snow-capped. You know, it's kind of cool how Rockstar has put all this effort into giving us a completely different version of the city. You know, yeah, it's all the same landscape, but with everything completely iced over, it just gives it a different feel altogether. And for someone like me who hasn't played too much GTA Online in a long time, it just gives you a huge reason to boot the game back up and try to find some new stuff to do. As you can see, I have some missions that I need to jump into. Ooh, what do we have here? That's convenient. Who's the cops? I'll meet you guys at the airport. Let's see if we can get into the sky. Here's a chopper. Let's get airborne. This does remind me a lot of North Yankton. It's pretty much like they took the weather from that location in the early portion of the game and just dropped it here in San Andreas, which is definitely cool with me. I wish we could have more to do in the snow, especially in single player. You get to go back to North Yankton once, but if it wasn't for the snow being here in GTA Online, you really would not get to see it at all. Here we go. Let's head out into the pink sky. And I think the first place we will check out is the stadium. I've been wanting them to add some new events here to the stadium, perhaps just like in Vice City. If you guys have played that game, you can go to the huge stadium and it's like an obstacle course with a dirt bike track. It would be great if they could recreate that here in GTA 5, of course, with better controls, better weight. And after playing a game like Trials, which is a 2D stunt game with a motorcycle, I think that GTA 5 could definitely put its own spin on it. Man, all of the highways are very hard to drive on. It's very realistic, you know, it's extremely icy. So especially playing here in GTA Online in those conditions, it can get very treacherous. The cops will get on your ass very quickly. Nice, flying through the skyscrapers. Look amazing. Now, I live in Florida. One of the new vehicles they just released with this update is the Tampa. And that's kind of cool because I do live in Tampa, Florida, or at least I live nearby. And I do not get to experience snow at all. So I know a lot of you guys listening have to deal with some blizzard-like conditions. Not so much this year, but in the past. You know, if you live in Buffalo, maybe Michigan. I have some of you that I talk to all the time from Canada. So it's definitely pretty crazy to deal with the snow when I can go to the beach pretty much every day of the year. Wow, look at this. This is insane. All right, where is the observatory? Of course, the observatory is already white. It's a big dome. So snow on top of it certainly should look pretty sick. Here we are. You can see this place is kind of camouflaged now with the snow on top of the large domes. Let's just land here in the courtyard. Now, one thing that I find very strange, over here at this elevator hut, in single player you can find a satellite on top, but here in GTA Online, the satellite is strangely missing. Now, in the real world version of this observatory, this is an elevator that leads to a bottom floor. It does not look like there is a bottom floor to this version, unless we've yet to find it, but I'm sure someone probably would have found out a way to mod into it by now. Let's see what we have here. There's some strange messages. This one says, "This dome contains a 12-inch space-penetrating telescope." I wish we could use it. After watching Star Wars, we need a Grand Theft Auto with multiple planets. That would be epic. Let's move on. Man, I wish this door opened here just for Christmas. Open up. No, I'm not going to do it. Here's a monkey mosaic. If you guys have yet to find that one. Nothing really going on here at the observatory, but it is pretty cool looking, of course, with the snow on top. I wish they would give us something to do here in GTA Online, but let's go ahead and move on. Here is the satellite array. It doesn't look too different. You can see the one satellite that faces a different direction than the others. It is said that this faces towards the Zancudo UFO. That UFO cannot be found here in GTA Online, so that must just be for single player. You really don't have the best visibility with the snow coming down. It's hard to see the windmills there in the distance. Here is the prison. Now we have taken over this location in the original version of the game for the Xbox 360, so we will be tackling the prison once we defeat Fort Zancudo here in GTA Online. So watch out for that, man. It's an entirely different beast. The prison stacks out in really hard ways. You know, once you get in there, you're going to have cops coming from all different directions. A lot of them have snipers, so that is going to be difficult. First, we have to take out the military base, which has tanks, and we all know that that can be a royal pain in the ass. Let's fly over the Alamo Sea. It would be cool if this thing was frozen over and if you had ice skaters all over the place. But that said, you know, with this winter condition, it really does look insane. And I can't wait to maybe get underwater while the snow is falling. Maybe it's changed up under there as well. I mean, we found the alien underneath the ice in North Yankton. Maybe the alien can also be found here while the snow is falling in San Andreas. Let's ascend to the top of Mount Chiliad. There's a bunch of bumps and little things all around the mountain. I'm not sure if that's glitches. I know there are bushes, but it does look kind of strange, especially from far away. So I think that's one of the reasons why you haven't seen a lot of this in single player. Maybe they feel like it's not as technically sound. They could just throw it in GTA Online. I mean, it's Christmas time, so we really don't care. We're just happy to fly around in the snow, destroy each other in the snow, and in our case, take over military bases in the white blizzard. Almost to the top of the mountain. This is my favorite part about the snow in GTA Online, is just how different Mount Chiliad looks. They did a great job with this thing. It is a behemoth, and now with snow on top of it, it just makes me want to do this in single player as well, especially with the huge mystery that surrounds, you know, around this location. How you guys doing? It's awfully cold up here. Be careful. The cops are very far away. It'll take a while for them to hunt you down. Or at least hunt me down, because I just hunted you down. The Gondola Hut. Looks about the same as always. Nothing is open. I mean, this is a door that you think might open during special occasions, but this is not special enough. Well, we made it all the way to the top of the mountain. I think there's nothing left to do but to jump off. And let's head on over to the Altruist Camp. Let's check that place out during the snow. I mean, they're always hanging out with their balls out. I hope they got some underpants on right about now, because it's going to be freezing. Might get some icicles growing down there, if you know what I mean. I'm going to sail on over and I'll meet you guys there. Let's do a flyby here of the top radio tower. Unused as usual. And doesn't look like anybody's out and about down here. Smart of them to get inside. Looks like they do have chimneys. Aha! Here's somebody. Oh, geez. That didn't work out well. I managed to find a nice warm fire down here at the cave below the Altruist Camp. Let's shoot a firework into here for no reason at all. Interesting. It seemed to have made a question mark symbol there for a second. I don't know. I'll have to look back at the tape. Maybe that's just a coincidence. But nothing else seems to have changed here. Now, we've had a lot of Bigfoot sightings in the single-player version of the game. Well, we need to have a Yeti sighting. With all the snow coming down, this would certainly be perfect timing just to change up the skin of that Bigfoot a little bit and give us a Yeti. All you'd have to do is just make him a white color. We also have to be on the lookout for Aurora Borealis. They add the northern lights into the game as well. Let's see, you can see the sky certainly looks very trippy, but I'm not seeing the Aurora Borealis quite yet. Man, Mount Chiliad looking pretty amazing there in the background. Now I want revenge on these altruist mofos. Coming through. That's right, you open the door for me. Oh man, it looks like there's a bunch of them. Get some pants on. It's cold out here. What are you doing up there? Oh, guy's climbing down. Okay, that guy has overalls. He wasn't completely stupid. See you back there. Okay, where are you? Aha! One more. Where are you hiding? Really? Give it up. Alright, looks like he gave it up. And the Altruist Camp is ours. With 2 stars. I guess the cops protect these guys just like everybody else. Which makes sense considering they do have military weapons shipped here apparently. Not sure what that's all about, but I will gladly take the assault rifle. Boxes do move around. Wonder if we can grab those with a cargo bob. Maybe drop them off somewhere. And just like in single player, when the sun shines on this stone a certain way, it does make a jetpack symbol. Unfortunately, it's the wrong timing to check it out. It'd be interesting to see it in the sun, of course, with all the snow on top of it as well. We'll have to check that out in an upcoming episode. I'll make sure to show that off for you guys. Alright, I'm going to head out. It is time to head into Fort Zancudo. Let's do a drive-by with the snow coming down. I gotta say, this is our primary route into the military base right here. And with the icy conditions, it's probably going to make it a little bit more difficult. Seemed to work out okay there. Do some barrel rolls. And we're just going to do a drive-through of the main runway. See if we can notice anything different. I'm really expecting to be overruled by the military members as they spawn extremely quickly in GTA Online. On the Xbox 360, we were able to make it so they didn't spawn back at all. We had open rule of the military base, but I think with the power of the Xbox One, that's not going to happen unless we were intended to, of course, take over the military base. There is a secret message on the special edition version of the map that does say, it says, take control. So that's led us to believe that maybe we do have to take control of the entire military base. I mean, nothing happens here at all. Can you imagine if it was our purpose to actually control this place ourselves? So that way we have tanks, all that readily available. I mean, we can purchase it ourselves, but I think it would be pretty epic to just come here, take what we want, because they view us as maybe a member or, whoa, or perhaps the general. We have to stop by the infamous alien hippie camp, especially with the Christmas lights up. This place is packed with snow. In fact, a lot of the messages are a lot harder to make out. You can see a light coating of snow over the picture of Earth there. I can't even make out the symbols on the top of each hill. Looks like there still are some artists out here as well. They must be members of the Polar Bear Club. Now, for those of you who don't know, this place is based on a real-life location called Slab City. Now, that location has religious overtones to it. So you can tell they just replaced the religious aspects with aliens. That does make a lot of sense considering the alien presence in Grand Theft Auto 5. There's even a UFO that flies directly above the alien hippie camp. I'm going to head to Los Santos to end out the episode. Let's check out the city one last time as snow falls. Thanks again for joining up for the episode. I hope you all had a great Christmas. Make sure to stay tuned here to Trippy Commentaries. We have some huge things planned for you guys as we gear towards the new year. I'll be dropping the exact date and time of Operation Blizzard Takeover very soon, so watch over for that. And I will be doing some GTA Online live streaming, so if you guys want to take part, make sure to enlist in the Trippy Comms Mafia. Stay trippy, my friends.